Yo, what's up, what's up? Remix! Right now, you're listening to your boy Guerilla Black. MVRemix is up in the building right now. 1 2 1 2.
www.mvremix.com.
Hello, how you doing, yo?
I'm doing pretty well, and yourself?
I'm doing good.
Perfect. Alright, so let's see. George Bush is back in the office. Did
Mhm.
you vote, and what are your feelings on his return?
Wow, that's crazy. Definitely, it's real ill, there's going to be a lot of war, that's all I can think about, just war, hoping and praying that they don't reinstate the draft and, hopefully, the economy, gets stable.
Definitely. Did you yourself vote?
Mm. Yes, through absentee ballot.
Cool. Now, your name is a very interesting one. There are sort of sketchy racial connotations with it. How did you come up with your name?
Oh, for one, I was already calling myself Black, Black.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened was, I remember on my first mixtape, we was screaming Gorilla Black. And from that moment out, you know what I mean? It was just Gorilla Black from that moment out. So I started running with the moniker Gorilla Black. So it was real cool or whatever. It was cool.
Cool. Now, how did you get into rapping sort of on a professional basis?
Mm. Well, wow, that goes way back. But I feel like the first time on a professional level, it was with Ice-T, and I had linked up with him. My mom, she had a job up there, and she had seen Ice-T, and I remember she was doing telemarketing or whatever not, and she had hired me. And I remember the first day I hooked up with Glorious, aka Big Rich, and Ice-T, and from that moment on, they were my longtime mentors, still continually to this day.
Nice. Do you have any group or crew affiliations?
Oh yeah, Dollar Figure. That's my crew. That's my label, Dollar Figure.
And will you be putting out an album with the Dollar Figures soon?
And hopefully, I pray so. I pray so. One of my artists, Zach Wright, Kush, Young Burner the Bull, Bricks, and co-founder of the label Hot Dollar.
Cool. Now, what's your response to those who dismiss your music because they feel you sound too similar to Biggie?
At the end of the day, I guess, I love the Notorious B.I.G as well as everyone else did, and, Tupac Shakur. I felt like Big represented the big dudes, and, he was a lyricist, and I study all lyricists. With that being that Chubb Rock, Heavy D, they were just a representation, I felt, of me, of course, Scarface, and a lot of other people. But at the end of the day, I want people to know that I'm not the reincarnation or duplication or trying to be something that I'm not. I'm Guerilla Black, and I'm from Compton, and I want people to know, big up to the Notorious B.I.G. and big up to Tupac Shakur. If you were to put those, great artists of today, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, and all of these great artists in the studio, I don't think that they would be able to comprise the embodiment of music that they left behind. Tupac and Big, delivery-wise, conceptually-wise, presence-wise, and imagery. They were so far ahead of their time. But at the end of the day, I want people to know that I'm Guerilla Black, and I don't think I'll be the first compared or the last compared artist that's out there in the industry.
Definitely. Now, also, Ludacris is also from Chicago, and you yourself were born there. But it seems a lot of Chicago MCs that move and grow up in another area don't represent the Windy City at all. Is there any reason, or is there any desire to...
Well, the reason is, and it's real reality, when I had left Chicago, which was better yet, Joliet, I was a child, so I was raised in Compton. I was raised in Los Angeles. So all the life that I've known, I've lived in Los Angeles, and grew up as an adult from there as a child. So I don't remember my childhood being in Chicago, so I wouldn't just go ahead and just claim that. And, that's not my city. I was born there, though, and definitely I always tell people that I was born there, and definitely I love Chicago and Joliet, but I'm from Compton.
Yeah. Now, seeing the industry from sort of both sides, from an independent and a major, what are your feelings on the differences, and would you go back to the independent level, or...?
Definitely. I think the independent game is about to be the next big explosion in music, by all of the downfalls of the big, conglomerates or whatever not. I think a lot of conglomerates are trying to learn how to really work, their projects and, maintain the overhead as, an independent would, because a lot of indies are really, they're going to be strong in the next few years.
Yeah.
So, the indies came in the game, from No Limit to Cash Money to a lot of other, indies, and they became really, really big. And that point is about to come back even bigger. So, yes, one day I pray, to have, the money and, have the ties and the connections to where I could definitely make something happen on the independent level.
Cool. Tell me about the whole situation with regards to Big Sizzle and that stuff surfacing now because of your success.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, long time ago, my brother, they came back home, from being sent from out here to Compton. Me and him got into some problems. And at that time, I knew longtime mentor Donald Miles. And I never forget my own blood telling me, like, wow, you really sound so much like Big. That can't be. You can't do that. And I remember, running vocals to, vocalizers, and, doing everything that we could to change up, for me sounding so much that way. And, they knew that it would be the problems that I face today, then, if I sounded the way. So that's where a lot of that came from. But at the end of the day, in between that time, I figured out one thing, after losing my wife, there's two things that you're going to do in this world alone. And one is to come from the wound, and the other one is to go, to, your maker. And in between that time, man, you don't have to justify your thug to no one. Mm-hmm. And with that being that, every day that I wake up in the mirror, I wake up in the realization that I'm Guerilla Black. And all I got to do is keep it real to myself. And that's what I'm going to continuously do. And, it's no time for, bullshit or other than that. So I'm just going to keep smashing,
Cool. Tell me about Guerilla City.
Guerilla City is a collection of eclectic songs, that's on a universal level. With me coming from the West Coast, there hadn't been no music heard on the West Coast for 7 to 8 years. I wanted to comprise it. The rest of the music genre had been growing way beyond, where we was at. So I wanted to add people like Mario Winans, Jazzy Faye, Beanie Man, Nate Dogg, to be able to make music for the Midwest as well as the South, as well as the East Coast and the West Coast. So I wanted to make music for everybody so everybody can enjoy and listen to. And that's what Guerilla City is. It's a lot of my heart, it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of struggle, it's a lot of everything involved in that album from the beginning to the ending. So definitely, Guerilla City it's a collection of eclectic works.
Cool. How did the relationships which you made with your producers like Jazzy Faye and also having guests like Beanie Man come about?
Oh, wow, that was crazy. I remember we were actually cutting songs, and we were at the last of the songs, me and Carlos Brody out in Memphis. And I'll never forget, he had already looped up the belly track, and he put the drum pattern down, and it was just so hot. And I had wrote all of the verses in my head in about 25 minutes. And I remember we laid it down and everything. And it still didn't have a hook. So when we got back to Los Angeles, me and the A&R had sent he asked me that I wanted to put Beanie Man on it. And I said, yeah, and we had sent it out to Kingston. And from that moment out, when he sent it back, it was just on fire. Everybody at Virgin was really excited, as well as management and myself. So we had ran with that as the first single.
Nice. Now, what's your opinion on the current mixtape scene, being that it feels these days like it's oversaturated and the mixtape DJs don't really blend?
I think that it is oversaturated. The mixtape is too oversaturated. People really want to hear original songs. That's from New York all the way to the West Coast. They want to hear original songs now. The mixtapes just don't offer enough of that. And they're very quick passing fad, People want to hear original songs. They want to hear artists make hot songs. And that's why a lot of people are starting to buy albums again.
Yeah.
Really, really heavy because they want to hear songs.
Definitely. What's the situation between yourself and Game?
Game is doing Game and Guerilla is doing Guerilla.
Because I heard there was some friction, or maybe that's just a rumor.
No friction whatsoever,
Okay.
Game is doing Game and Guerilla is doing Guerilla.
Okay. What are your thoughts, though, on the fact that back in the day when Tupac came over to the West, he sort of created a rivalry in East-West thing due to the fact that he was playing around with Bloods and Crips, and it all started to get messed up. And now Game, who's a Blood, is started hanging around with the likes of Snoop and that, who are very much into the Crip thing.
Well, Game is Game, and Game gonna do Game, and I think Game know what's best for Game. So we're not gonna speak on that. Game is a friend of mine, and what he does is what he does, and that's it.
Okay, cool. What's your favorite Eazy-E track and why?
Say that again.
What's your favorite Eazy-E track and why?
Boys in the Hood is always on. Most definitely, Easy does it. You know what I mean? Boys in the Hood, definitely. It's a lot of them. I can't even remember them all. Easy is on fire.
Cool. Now, are you much into video games?
Oh yeah, my favorite is Ghost Recon.
Cool. Have you had a chance to touch Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Not yet, not yet. And I'm getting ready to work on my own video game. I'm not going to release the name, but sometime next year you guys hear my voice all over a new video game.
Nice. What sort of genre is it?
It's going to be a car club here on the west and a car club on the east, and they're going to get into it or whatever not, and it's going to be, a big clash or whatever not. So it's going to be real hot. It's going to be really, really hot.
Cool. Which movies have impacted you the most and why?
I haven't really got to see any movies as of lately, but I'm really looking forward to go see the new Jamie Foxx movie. What's So Crazy? I just did a song with him.
Oh, nice.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know what I mean, the new movie, Ray, and I definitely want to definitely check out Alexander.
Cool. Now, these days, which artists make you feel proud that a genre like rap exists?
Say that one more time.
Who are the artists which you're feeling at the moment?
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
It's basically, right now, who are you feeling?
Who I'm feeling?
Yeah.
I feel there's a few hot artists out there that's real hot. Of course, my longtime friend, Spitfire, on the next episode, Bishop Lamont, Lil Easy. There's a few cats. Slybug, I'm feeling him. Of course, the Godfather Snoopy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm feeling him. Jada Kiss, he's on fire. That dude is on fire. He's doing his thing. Young Buck, he's on fire as well. So,
cool.
Those are some of the artists. My brother, Dollar, Act Right, Young Burner the Bull. Yeah, those are a few of the artists that I'm feeling right now.
Cool. Have you got any thoughts on the R. Kelly Jay-Z situation of late?
Say that one more time.
The R. Kelly Jay-Z situation?
Hey, R. Kelly is R. Kelly, Jay-Z is Jay-Z. Whatever their differences is, I don't think, that they can't overcome them.
Yeah. Now, have fun with this one. A la Fight Club. If you could fight any celebrity, who would you fight?
You're real crazy, young man. You're real crazy. Yo, I don't know. Maybe Danny Glover.
That'd be nice, actually. Would you win? That's the question.
I pray I do.
Do you have any guest appearances or collaborations that you're working on we've yet to hear about?
Yeah, you'll see a new video from me and Young Ron. We just shot a video to one of the singles that we did on his album. Of course, you'll be hearing me and Tyrese. I just finished up some songs with him. And of course, you'll hear me and Jamie Foxx, the new girl Tierra Hart. And me and Scrappy is getting ready to get some work done. And, I've been working on a lot of people's stuff. So definitely, hopefully you'll hear me on some of these projects and they'll get out there.
Cool. Do you have any last words to your fans or potential fans that are going to be reading this?
I love the haters. Continue to hate on me. Your hate is my fuel, in which I turn to success is fire. So I'm going to keep on continuously doing my thing. God bless all of those who have been supportive of me. And I want everybody to go out and pick up the album. The album is in stores now. Nate Dogg, Chazzy Faye, Mario Winans, and Beanie Man. And of course, look out for the new video that Benny Boone just produced. And God bless.